All right, guys, we're back here with Jacki with our saddle fit expert, and we've got an English saddle, and we're going to check it on the same horse just to see the differences from a Western saddle or English saddle, or just different shapes and sizes and so on and so forth. So would you like me to go ahead and put it on? Or?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll let you hold that. Still high on the wither?
High on the wither.
Okay.
Float it down and look for a sweet spot. This saddle will actually find a sweet spot on this horse's back. What I'm looking at is the same thing that I would look for in a Western saddle.
Mm-hmm.
That would be, how is it following the contour of the shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
How much contact that's consistent under the saddle?
Mm-hmm.
How is it following the contour of his back side to side in the lower back area?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have anything about this saddle that doesn't seem to make sense? Well, I actually don't find too much of a problem, so you may be taking up English riding here soon.
I don't know about all that. No. You'll never see me in a pair of them tight English pants, I guarantee that.
What I do like about this saddle is it does put the rider in a pretty decent position. It may be a little bit too high in the back, and on the English saddles we can judge the fit of front to back and
mm-hmm.
how balanced that English saddle is by comparing the pommel to the cantle.
Mm-hmm.
And what we'll look for is this back of the saddle, or the cantle,
mm-hmm.
being not too high. It's about 1/2 of an inch higher than our pommel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
And that's a general rule of thumb.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to show you one feature about this saddle that I want people to look for when they're shopping for their English saddles, because this saddle, if this were my horse, would tend to take him from the $6,500 horse to the $500 horse pretty quick, and I'll show you why.
Okay.
Now, I've pulled the saddle off, and remember I said pressure on the vertebrae is very painful for a horse.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they can't tolerate it. They can't tolerate it any better than they can tolerate leaning on an electric fence.
Mm-hmm.
So as my special horse is going down the trail, and also in the arena, I'm asking for some lateral flexion. We're doing some turns and things.
Mm-hmm.
This saddle, you'll see how narrow
Mm-hmm.
the
Just
channel
right in the
is.
center here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That narrowness is going to require that the saddle sit on vertebrae rather than on muscle. So one thing that I often look for, and I always look for in my English saddles, is that the channel from front to back is at least 2.5 inches. I love to see a 3-inch spread there. That way I know that these panels on the English saddle are sitting on the muscle. Now, again, I'll go from a very happy horse to a very discontented horse because of this one feature.
That was very interesting, Jacki. I'm happy to have you here with my horse and my saddle. I'm happy to know it fits right. And for you guys out there, I hope this helped you out, and look forward to seeing you next time.